Shalom, Kahalal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kakwadash. Double blessings and honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, time the truth, to the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Coming at y'all with a quick lesson through the spirit. Lord willing to be edifying. I want to talk about a couple of news articles that I've seen come across my timeline real quick. And I'm going to try and bring out these scriptures and precepts through the spirit as I go along. So, Lord willing to be edifying to you all once again. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, this is the first article I've seen, and it reads, tens of thousands of people could have died in Mayotte after a devastating cyclone, and doctors are also bracing for a surge in disease, a dental surgeon at the island's only hospital said on Tuesday. 3 days after Cyclone Keto tore through the French overseas territory off East Africa, the hospital's emergency department has now seen large numbers of injured, leading them to fear the worst. Noel Bouabas said, the fact that we don't see that many injured from the cyclone when everything has collapsed makes us think that all these people are still buried and are dead. Slovakia. She told Reuters in a video call from the islands, we expect thousands, tens of thousands. Would not surprise me, said Bouabas, when asked about a possible death toll, adding there was no infrastructure in place yet to remove people from the rubble. Authorities have said hundreds or even thousands could have died, but only 22 deaths have been confirmed on Tuesday morning. I'm not even going to try and pronounce their name. Soumaila, the mayor of the capital of Mamoudzou, told French radio. And that's what people, I'm just going to stop right there. A lot of people don't understand that let's just say, for instance, like the things that's going on in Israel or Gaza or the Gaza Strip, with those Palestinians. They report numbers, but at the same time, they're killing civilians, and the numbers that they're reporting are dead. It could very much be higher than that because of the amount of people you have to account for that's under all that rubble. They're killing civilians. The Israelis are. So a lot of those buildings are being destroyed, and a lot of people are buried under rubble. So let's continue on. The Red Cross said on Tuesday that about 100,000 people were unaccounted for, including about 200 of its volunteers after the cyclone battered the islands with 124 mile per hour winds and the worst storm in 90 years. So see, you're seeing a lot more of these natural disasters that are coming upon the earth, as well as, things that, it's a lot of things that have not happened in years. So like, they're almost like rare occurrences, and they're happening now, not for a reason, because we're in the latter days. More than 3/4 of Mayotte, roughly 321,000 people, live in relative poverty, and about 1/3 are estimated to be undocumented migrants, most from nearby Comoros and Madagascar. Many are living in makeshift shanty towns, which are just like basically villages full of tents. Bouabas pointed to the living conditions for many of the residents of the islands and being behind the possible sharp rise in the death toll and potentially the spread of disease. Concerns are also raised by other officials. So let me see if I can pull something up through the spirit in the scripture. Okay. Mm. Okay, this is Second Ezra 16 and verse 22. Actually, verse 21, and the points being below. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. And we've seen a lot of cities getting destroyed, as well as death and destruction upon death and destruction around the world. You know what I'm saying? Around the other nations, and it's yet to hit this place, but it is coming soon. Let me get in a great good news translation. The time is coming when food will be so cheap that people will think a time of peace and plenty has arrived. And like I was saying, man, that time has not come around on this place, but this the article that we're reading, this occurred in a different country. So other countries are being affected by things like this, but America is going to be the last place that gets affected by things like this. But then disasters will spring up everywhere: wars, famine, and great confusion. Many people on earth will starve to death. Those who escape starvation will be killed in war. Like I said, man, we're seeing all types of wars and rumors of wars, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're in World War III right now. Their corpses will be thrown out like garbage, and there will be no one left to comfort the living. The earth will be deserted and its cities demolished. So more and more of these things are going to come upon the earth. It's going to increase. It says people are already thirsty and hungry. People are already drinking dirty water, said Buabas. And what's that going to lead to? That also can lead to death too. It says we feel very alone and we're afraid. We think the hardest part is yet to come. Medical facilities have also been damaged, including the Central Mayo Hospital where she works, which was flooded, damaging equipment and cutting power, according to Buabas. The hospital could not be reached for comment. This is 2 Ezra 16 and 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. And it says, like as an arrow which is the shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. These plagues are getting sent down, man. That's not the other one I want to show you. It's Slovakia. It's this one. This earthquake. Yeah. It says 14 dead and hundreds injured in magnitude 7.3 quake In Vanuatu, some people are trapped in rubble. Pacific. It says Wellington, New Zealand, a magnitude 7.3 earthquake that struck off Vanuatu deleted at least 14 people, injured hundreds more, and caused widespread damages across the South Pacific island nation, officials said earlier Wednesday. Frantic rescue efforts got underway after the quake hit early on Tuesday afternoon, and rescuers worked through the night trying to reach people screaming for help from under the rubble. The earthquake hit a depth of 35 miles and was centered 19 miles west of Port Vila, the largest city in Vanuatu, a group of 80 islands home to about 330,000 people. A tsunami warning was called off less than 2 hours after the quake, which was followed by large aftershocks. The Red Cross said early Wednesday that 14 had died, citing government information, widespread damage to telecommunications and other infrastructure impeded the release of official reports, and phone service remained down. More than 200 people have been injured, said Katie Greenwood, a Fiji-based head of the Red Cross in the Pacific, in a post on X. Vanuatu's main hospital has been damaged, and there is no power or water. So we're seeing somewhat of similar situations. You know, both places have like one hospital, and both their hospitals, are messed up right now. They have a lot of people that's being affected by these natural disasters. It says Clement Chipokolo, World Vision's country director for Vanuatu and Vila Central Hospital, was already under strain before the quake and was overwhelmed by the deluge of patients when he visited on Tuesday. They definitely are not coping, Chipokolo told the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. The UN Humanitarian Office said access to the airport and seaport was severely limited due to road damage. Exactly, man. It said in the scriptures, a man shall desire to travel into a city and may not be able to, and that can mean a multiple. So like that can mean a multitude of things. A lot of bridges and highways were getting destroyed. So like in those like North Carolina flash floods that they were having and stuff like that. So let's read down. Videos posted on social media show efforts through the night as rescuers tried to reach people trapped in buildings, including a 3-story infrastructure in a busy downtown area that collapsed onto its lower floors. The building was full of lunchtime shoppers when the quake hit. So it's something. In the scriptures, man, let's pull out something. Earthquakes. This is Mark chapter 13 and 8. And the KJV is in the red letters, so we know Yahushua spoke. For a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places. Meaning all over, man. And we've been seeing that. And there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows. And these people are having troubles, man. They're going through tough times. As you read, man, they couldn't, these people, some of them are unable to get help. Some of them are drinking dirty water, all types of things, man. So it's tougher and tougher times that's coming upon this earth. 3 people were pulled alive from the rubble overnight. Her husband, Michael Thompson, wrote on Facebook. In one video he shared, a dust-covered woman is seen lying on a gurney. Army personnel and civilians are seen working with tools and shovels. A local garage owner helping with the rescue efforts. Stéphane Rivière told the Associated Press he estimated that 20 people had died, with 50 still missing. He says, I worked all night, he said. We got out 2 survivors and 3 dead. There are still 3 people alive in the rubble, he added. The 3 still trapped are believed to be 2 women and a child. Blah, 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 blah. A building housing a number of diplomatic missions in Port Vila, including those of the U.S., Britain, France, and New Zealand, was significantly damaged, with a section of the building cleaving off and flattening the first floor. U.S. Embassy. Massive landslide at the international shipping terminal. Residents were earlier advised to stay away from coastlines for at least 24 hours until tsunami and earthquake monitoring systems were operational again. Okay. With communication still badly affected as a result of the earthquake, it is going to take some time to work through this. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's pretty much it. But yeah, man, we're gonna see a lot of, like I've been saying, we're gonna see a lot more of stories like this, and it's gonna get worse and worse as continue on, man. So I can. Second Ezra 15:49, it says, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste our houses with destruction and death. So that's what's coming upon the earth, man. Death and destruction, man. You're going to continue to see these things. As it reads, think not I've come to send a sword. Exactly. Think not that I'm come to send peace on earth. It's Matthew 10:34. Think not that I'm come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. That's Yahweh Shai speaking, man. So, like I said, the more and more we go on, continue on, the more and more you're going to see things like this arising. It's not a coincidence. As we read in 2 Ezra 15:16, the Lord is sending plagues upon the earth, man, death and destruction. It's going to continue on because of the wicked nature of this place. So, let me see. If I want to bring anything else up. Yeah, man. This. This is 2 Ezra 15:6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Actually, let's read to verse 5. Behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more, as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. That's real, man. Let me see if I can get that. Gonna get an NLT and then or Talakia to GNT, and I'm gonna close it off there. It says the Lord says, I am going to bring terrible disasters on the whole world, war and famine, death and destruction, because wickedness has spread everywhere, and the evils has reached its limits. Therefore, Yahweh says, let me make sure that's correctly. Yep. I will no longer remain silent about the wickedness of these godless people. I will no longer tolerate it. They have murdered innocent people, and the blood they have spilled cries out to me for revenge. The souls of the righteous are constantly pleading for vengeance. And that's really talking about Esau Edom, the greatest terrorist of all time, but more so focused on the verses that's above that, death and destruction, because of the wickedness that this world is engulfed in, especially Babylon the Great. So this place is gonna get hit with the worst of the curses, the plagues that the Lord's gonna send upon this place. So just gotta sit back. We gotta sit back and watch, man. Sit back, watch, keep continuing to do the will of the Lord, and you know what I'm saying, pray that we're a part of that hopeful like that hopeful number, 144,000. So Lord willing, that lesson was edifying to you all. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahshua B'Shem Mekakwadash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And until next time, I say Shalom, Israel. Shalom.